we have seen episode 3 of Sakamoto Days.
Yeah.
Um, I had a blast with this one. This is probably my second favorite one. Like I liked the second one, but like and it had its charm here and there scenes. But this one was like, there's a hit on him now. The past has come back to him in a very John Wick
Mhm.
2 way. And then the league of ex boyfriends, if you will, with those hitmen and their council, and then they're going to knock off Disneyland. And I just love the aura around it. What did you think about it, Busy?
So I definitely think that this might be one of my favorite episodes. I think the first episode was amazing. That introduction scene, probably one of the best openings we've gotten in a while. But still, episode 3, in my opinion, I mean, episode 2 wasn't bad by no means, but it really I had trouble like getting like attached to it. Like my attention wasn't fully there. But with this, it was a whole different vibe, man. I mean, whether it was the action, whether it was like more bonding between the two, and we got a lot of that considering, in order to be in sync, you got to be, fully trust the other person. And, like, I don't know, I was just on a whole different level. And we're just, I'm having fun with this. I think this was a really good episode.
Yeah, I think that like that first episode still packed a punch, but even with this one, like Lou, I was like, okay, it's fun now. She's part of the group now, and like there's more to her and her helping out. The fact that like, oh yeah, I had a job. I used to bury the bodies that my family used to kill when I
Yeah.
and it's just like, what the fuck? Um, you seeing the to me, which is very like almost a beautiful thing that you would sometimes see in arcades, where like you see someone who can't see, and he's like, okay, at the Killer Instinct cabinet, okay, duck, jab, jab, jab,
Yeah.
combo, reverse, intake, one, and I'm
He
like,
was
I
definitely
love that.
cheating. Yeah.
While at the same time,
Yeah.
Sakamoto's trying to have a family day, and it's just like
And
genius.
I think what made that scene, like, again, like the bonding is really there, but as soon as you see whatever, I kind of want to call him the vibe killer. I kind of forgot his name, but I feel like that's
Yeah,
like a very cool name. But
yeah,
as soon as he kind of cuts Shin's bunny costume and you see it open and you see that his eyes are closed, immediately I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And he notices it too. He's like, he's a whole different person. Wait, he's fighting with his eyes closed. Like, this
yeah.
makes no sense. And even though he knows that Shin is clairvoyant, I'm surprised he didn't come to the conclusion, but it was just really cool to kind of see them on sync like that. And I feel like Sakamoto was really showing, like he looked like he showed some appreciation
Oh yeah,
towards it,
especially like
like
he's like, dude, I forgot. Hey, we're going to this theme park, and like, and I love that even like Shin pick up, like stand up for him. Hey man, he's still on a mission. He's on the biggest mission of his life, and one you can never comprehend. He's trying to take care of his family, and whatnot. And I'm like, I love that even Hitman stand up for one another and be like, hey
yeah,
man, he's on daddy duty right now, so like don't mess with him. And the stuff with the roller coaster,
mhm,
uh, I just I had a blast, and what a way to again, like I knew they were gonna hit the theme park, but what a way to use a theme park to still progress Sakamoto. Be like he's done with his past, but he's not because he's trying to be in the moment. And I love it. Was such adorable way. Like, oh my god, look, Daddy's really into it. Yeah, he's into it. He's like left, turn, uppercut,
yeah,
down,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, mwah,
'Cause he was locked in, yeah,
perfection, perfection. Um, I liked even this little like a little in joke of like Shin being like, I can't. There's nobody. I don't sense nobody. And even Lou saying, look, this is how kids get lost in theme parks. Stick together, and whatnot. And I just love those small moments. Yeah, man. So there's a million, either a million or a billion yen bounty on Mr. Sakamoto. Um, I am
yeah.
really,
And I will say one thing I liked is, of course, him getting the warning. But the one thing that I'm like looking forward to is just seeing how many allies he has. Some of them are gonna be like, "Yo, I'm giving you the warning," the courtesy of letting you know what we're about to do. But I'm sure there's a lot of them that are just straight up loyal to him. And
yeah,
I'm excited to see more of that because that's like, again, a very John Wick esque vibe. But
yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I thought episode 3 was solid. That was cool.
I agree. I think another cool moment that we were both like, oh, was when he's when the league the League of Assassins, if you will, are like talking about him, and he keeps looking at the pizza box. He's like, I can see y'all. This is the only warning you're getting. He's like, oh my gosh, he could
Mhm.
tell about the micro, the camera. And just,
Yeah.
oh, I love this. Um, I am digging the show. I'm the show. I mean, to me, the animation isn't blowing me away, but I love the design of the characters. From what I've seen, design wise, they're staying true to the manga. I could be wrong. If any manga fans out here, let us know how you're feeling about how we're getting this series, because I know like before people were like pumped for this one, and it just again it's another adaptation of like what it delivered to the hardcore fans, and yet intrigue newcomers like us who either mildly or vaguely heard about this book deliver on this storytelling. And I think they have this far. I think 3 episodes in,
Mhm.
I'm still with it. I'm still willing to give it a try, and the characters are really growing on me beyond just the pack punch of episode 1. So
Yeah. No,
um go
I'm
ahead,
on the
Busy.
same boat with like the animation, the same boat. Even though it's not crazy, it's really giving me like old vibes, like older animation type vibes,
Mm.
like just the way it is, it just feels like something that I would have seen on Adult Swim at like friggin' 3 in the morning, you
3 in the
know?
morning, yeah,
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 just it
yeah.
has that vibe to it where it feels a little retro, and I really do like that, especially with Shin. There's moments where they would like kind of like zoom in and focus on his face, and it didn't look like today's type animation, almost as if it's on purpose. And
Hmm.
I kind of like that vibe. You know?
Mm, I agree. Folks, that's gonna wrap up our review for this. Busy. Final thoughts, ratings for this episode.
So yeah, I'm gonna give this an A minus. I really think it was a solid episode. Had again, I think it was a little better than episode 2.
Mm.
Episode 1 was really good, but episode 3 has been the episode that kind of had my attention the entirety of the episode. So I am really happy with what we got here, and I'm hoping episode 4 can be as crazy.
I echo your sentiments. To me, I'm still seeking out those scenes and moments of like, to me, the wife throwing herself out the building. Like, you don't love me? Okay, you don't want to quit this job? I'm jumping off the building. Oh, I didn't know it was this high. And it's just like, what the fuck? It was like, but yeah, I think A minus. I'm on the same boat as well. Again, folks, for those we haven't read the mangas yet, so we're coming in from a different perspective into this anime. Like I think a lot of people who are tuning into Netflix to check this anime out for the first time. But yeah, I am with the show. I think if it keeps going this strong, enhancing our experience with these characters, this might be a good start to the new year with a television series and with an addition to animation for whether people like it or not.
Yeah,
But Busy, thank you so much for taking the
of course.
time to check out Sakamoto Days episode 3. Tell the folks where people find you.
You can find me on Busy Braun everywhere, and you can find me on Ronan Unchained channel doing some reactions every now and then on Team JVS, dropping reviews.
Beautiful. Folks, you can find me here on the channel. We're going to be posting as much more coverage as we can about this show. Um, and prepare yourself, folks, because the year has just begun. And let's just say that, like, down the line, if you're a fan of shows like Daredevil, The Last of Us, Andor, Invincible, we're the club you want to hang out with. So come back, hang out with us. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. I want to reach 1,000 subs ASAP. As soon as that happens, a new wave is going to open up to this channel and grow it out more. And let us know your thoughts. If you're a manga fan or not, is this show committing and honoring what came before in the literature or not? Or if you're new to it, what did you think about it? So let us know down in the comments down below. And as always, take care and have a good one.